Okay, so just a second. Okay, all good. Ready to start? Hope you're all ready as well. Okay, so let me move it a bit like this to be a bit more comfy. Okay. So just have to switch on my analysis on my other laptop as well to see the direction. Okay, so Aussie. Well, it's quite obvious. So the price is going up. Did expect it to trigger this level here. It was triggered. I was unable to jump on it, and the price actually did go up yesterday. So, okay. Well, unfortunately, didn't have any that much retracement during this. Not the retracement, but well, the way I trade, I normally place a limit order, and it wasn't triggered basically. So that what happened with Aussie. So wanted to jump on it, and that's something what has happened with me. Okay, so let's go a bit further. So the price is going up at the moment. What we can expect here? We can actually expect, and it does look like we have sort of a bounce here. So we can expect a bounce towards this area, and then the price will possibly, or it will just simply continue its up movement from here. So that's something what can possibly happen. Okay, so let me place all these things. Yeah, so review the market conditions just here. Well, I would say up till this level here, you see this wick around this area, we can actually look for buying opportunities here. And what also we can see is, yes, so this level might be the first target, but then the price will possibly go towards this area here, so something like this. We can also, because I know that some guys do prefer to use like Fibonacci levels, etc. These are the volume weighted ones, and well, using the Fibo on this wave here. In case if this is a reversal, so we can place a Fibo here, and this one will be 0.5 area. Can you see? So it does work this way as well. So maybe sometimes things has to be much more simple than what I prefer. Okay, so that's something what I'm expecting. So again, if the price will continue its up movement, break for this one, then it possibly will go to this level here. Then it will bounce, come back to this one, and continue its up movement. Or it can basically break for this one towards this 0.749 level, and then it will bounce and continue its up movement. Okay, so what is actually happening here with euro pound? Let's have a look. Okay, so the price is actually at one of the resistance areas at the moment. It does look like the price has already started to do some kind of accumulation of something moving up or moving down. So we have to watch a price action to understand where the price is going to move. Okay, what does the... Well, it does tell me, well, that the general direction is up, basically reviewing this 1 month chart, weekly, daily, 4 hour, 1 hour, 15 minutes, etc. So in general, it does have much more chances to continue its up movement. So that's basically what can actually happen here. So what can I think, and what I do think about this kind of market situation is that actually the price can actually break through this, not break, bounce off this level, trigger all these stop losses below this level here, bounce of this one, and continue its up movement with a very short-term target just here. So it's basically intraday. It's even intra-session level. So, and that's something what we might think of. So buying around this level here, or in case if the price will continue its down movement, so we can try to buy it around this level as well. So I did give it some space, well, basically below these lows here. It's 15-minute chart, so that's all right. And review the market conditions just below this level here. So what we can expect, again, bouncing towards this level, buying here, and well, this is a short-term target for today, I would say. Okay, so the next one. Okay, Eurodollar. Eurodollar, okay. About the same thing as with Aussie. So this is quite an important level, and talking about, because, well, the general direction on Euro actually is down. Yeah. So what it is, we are able to look for a short entry here. So around this area, that's why I normally don't use a, how can I say, historical levels. Well, I do use volume, and we do have lots of volume around here. Volume and open interest. So around this level, 1.11340. So 40, it's, yeah, the maximum volume, so is in this area here. So the price will trigger this level. In case if it will break out of this one, then possibly the price will continue its up movement. But what I do believe, due to the main direction of the market, that's where we might see a reversal actually. So the price can possibly trigger this area here, and then we can actually sell it. But what I have here, as you can see, it's a buying kind of, it's a long call here, so short-term long call. All right, so what it is, what I mean by that, in case if the price will go down from here, because we have volume around this area, it has to be triggered somehow. You know, these are the numbers. This is not some kind of logic. This is simple math. And what is happening at the moment, the price is possibly going to go down towards this level here, or even lower to this level here, and then we'll have a down bounce to trigger this level. So by this, we will probably see some sort of a V-shape, or not V-shape, but M-shape pattern with a wick towards here, this area. And this blue level here is a historical level, which is seen on daily chart. So if you want, you can have a look at it. And, well, actually, we can look at it together. Here we go. So we do have some wicks around this area. So it's some sort of, let's say, like a balance line here. So bouncing of this level will lead price towards down. Breaking through this one might lead price towards further up moves. So something to be considered, to be watched, I would say. Okay. So let me switch back to 15 minutes. Right. So it's pound dollar, or cable if you like. So what do we see here? Pound dollar, the general direction is down, by the way. Well, we can see it here. We don't see much wicks or something. We do have a top, freshly made top here. The price currently is showing us a bounce of this level at 1.31989, which is a volume weighted level, very strong. So the price will continue its up movement. Let me check where the most volume is. So this one is 324. So we are 324, 344 actually, and 3526. Well, well, it's pretty high, of course. I do see lots of volume around 344 area. 344, it's just here. So it's a bit too far. Don't think that the price will go that far here, but it might. These are the numbers anyway, so, and 3295. Well, 3295 is another area to watch. Lots of volume around this area. It's lots of open interest. 3275 as well. Well, 329 somewhere here. 32933. So this area is a first area actually watching the numbers. So this is not what is actually my analysis. This is just the numbers that I can see from CME reports. So it's 3295. Well, 32933. This area is a bouncing area where we can actually try to sell it. Well, the price can actually break through this level here and go a bit further up towards 446. Have lots of volume around there. 446, so it's just around this area. 45, just around here. So, but due to the general direction of the market, and it is down, so I do expect, and I will try to sell it off here. So what it might be, let me draw a few lines on the chart just to make sure that the numbers are not kind of joking and it is possibly a true. Okay, so, well, yes, that's what can actually happen. So the price is going from here towards this area here, so somewhere around here. If it will go slowly, if it won't happen this way, so it will possibly not happen during this European session, but we have to watch. It will possibly happen during the overlap session. So I will draw something like this here, and then we are possibly going to see a bounce of this area, and that will be our first try to sell. Okay, so something like this is happening, and I'm expecting something like this here. So we do see some kind of a reversal of the pound, and pound, it does look like it broken through these channels and it does go up, but I don't believe that, well, you know, general direction again. I'm always watching it first, then I'm making my decisions, because direction is something what is shown to you by the market. It's not your thought or something like this. So this is something what you see from the charts basically. Okay. Okie dokie. So that's something what I see here. Pound, dollar, or cable. Let's go down to Kiwi. Let's have a look at what is happening here. All right. So Kiwi, what kind of direction do we have here? General, without any addition from me, from my own, I would say. So, well, it's it tells me that the price is actually going to go up, continue its up movement. Well, I did expect to sell it, and I actually tried it, and my stop loss was triggered. It was one of my mistakes yesterday, and I will explain. I will come back to it. So I'll tell you how I did it and what saved me, which is very important to know. You know what can actually save you, how you can actually have a news trade. So good. Right. So the price is going up. It means that, well, even this level can be triggered. So for now, I'm changing. It doesn't mean that you cannot sell it. So as we can see, we do have triple top button here. So the price will go down possibly. But what I prefer to do is like following a market direction in its kind of, you know, in its best, I would say. So if I don't worry actually if I will miss a few trades or something like this, because, well, as you can see, I'm not only trading one instrument, and I'm using very short stop loss. So my risks are not high, but profit and kind of percentage of my profit is quite high. So I'm not worrying about these kind of things. All right, so I'm not worrying about missing the trade. So that's something what I would advise you as well to do. So never worry about missing a trade. The only thing what you have to think about is your bank account. Because if you'll be wrong, you won't like what you'll see there. Okay, so the price is, well, it's broke through this channel of yesterday. It's, well, did have a previous kind of consolidation here, broke through it. So do expect to price to go back to this kind of, well, now it's support area. As you can see, 1, 2, 3, 4 levels here. And, well, it might be this one actually. So this is the level to watch. So the price will possibly not trigger it like pip to pip, but at least you will be able to see like 5 pips around. So when the price will be in kind of this area here, you'll be able to buy it around this area. In case if you'll see a good entry kind of pattern here. If you won't, then don't try it. So you don't have to do it here. All right, so, well, we can place another line here. Right, so somewhere around here. Okay, so now we have some sort of setup here in this area. All right, so dollar CAD. Dollar CAD, Canadian. Canadian is going down at the moment. General direction. Let me switch to my analysis platform, another one. All right, so, well, finally, we did see some bounce here. So as you can see, my prediction for yesterday was that the price will possibly trigger this level here and will go up, but it didn't happen. As you can see, it has been triggered. It did show us some sort of up moves, but it didn't go up. So this level also been triggered very, very clearly, and it was actually a selling opportunity, but I didn't sell it there. So I did have a few actually losing trades and one profitable trade which made me a profit. So that's the main rule of money management, and no matter if you're right or wrong, you have to trade it. You must never switch between your trading strategies. So, and you always have to follow your risk management rules. So that's something what is actually what you must do. Okay, so what do we have here now? So for today, again, it's a today's analysis. I would say even for this session, including US overlap as well. So the price can actually go down a bit further down. Let me see some levels here. Yes, it will go down possibly. We might see some these sort of kind of bounces here. So this is a first target, I would say. Very first target. It's not that quick currency, dollar cat, so it will take some time anyway. So for now, my view is changed due to these bounces of these areas here. So you see, so this area has been triggered a few times. And now the price is going down. It's even broken through this level here. So what we can expect is that the price will return to this level here, and we will try to sell it off this level. So the price will possibly go to this level here. Well, just in case, if the price will reach this one, not sure that it will happen today, but it might. So I do have this kind of opportunity as well here. So then we'll be able to sell it. So this area to watch, 1.31600 area to watch. Possible selling opportunity around here. Good. So it was Canadian 15-minute chart. So now we're switching to Frankie. Mr. Frankie, so what does he tell us, and what does my analysis is telling me as well? Okay, so why do I use all this mathematics in trading? Well, you see, numbers never lie. So sometimes we think that the price has to retrace or to go in some sort of kind of kind of direction towards up or towards down, but that's our thought and our some kind of decision, that we can make mistakes. Math never lie. So basically, if you do have some sort of way of analyzing the market using your, well, or using, let's say, some kind of math approach. So I do actually have a coefficient which is counted and counting is based on the price action and lots of different stuff around the price and volume as well. So, and it all together comes out with a sort of, let's say, percentage of chances of the price to go in this direction or that direction. So something like this. And that's something what I do follow. And in case if I disagree, I must find at least 3 things on the chart that will support my decision against what my system is telling me. So this is something, well, this is some sort of trading journal. And that's why I'm always telling you guys that you must use your trading journal like 100%. So to become a trader, I mean, to talk about market, you don't need anything. You can just establish your way of talking about markets. But to be a successful trader, you must know how to trade. So first of all, so you must know what to expect from price. You must know how can you use actually analytics of someone as well. So, because the thing is that even your analysis doesn't actually tell you where to enter the market. So, for example, you can see some sort of analysis that the price will just go down or it will go up or something. You know, something is going to happen. And if you're following someone, this person is probably just telling you, well, I do expect that the same as I do, basically. I do expect that the price will bounce from here, bounce from there. But okay, I will expect it and I will use it because I do have a trading approach. And to have a good analysis is just 50% of success in trading. So if you want to be a successful trader, you must establish your trading approach. Trading approach is something what you can use by its own and it will bring you money. So it has to consist of entering rules, exit rules, risk management rules. I'll give it another kind of point here: stop loss rules, break-even rules, trailing rules, etc. And this is all can be developed for your own only kind of during the a long time period. This is not something what you'll be able to learn within a week or within 2 weeks, 3 weeks, even months. So that's why all these kind of very, very good traders, so they always are telling. So, for example, I've heard from, I can't say names here, but from the very, very known person and, well, very successful person as well, not just known and that's it. The person told actually that it took me 3 years to learn how to trade profitably. And on the question, what did you learn for these 3 years? One of the answers was, I've learned how to wait till 20 period moving average retracement is hit. So the person it took 3 years to understand and to be able to kind of wait till the price will return to 20 period moving average before doing something. So can you imagine just this small thing? But now this person is, well, probably someone have heard it somewhere, but this person is very, very, very well known everywhere. I mean, in the whole world. And that's someone who I'm always kind of, let's put it this way, watching. We are in sort of the same association. But again, okay, so what do I see here? So it's a Frankie. It does look, well, I wanted to buy it actually, but the price did go down. I didn't lose anything, fortunately, with this one. So because the price, as you can see, did go down a lot, basically. So what we see here, the general direction of the market again tells me that it is up still. So might be wrong, but I do wait, and not only me, I know another guy in Dukascopy who is waiting the same thing. All right, so we do wait for this parity to be reached. And then we'll see it from here. We'll rather sell it off here or we'll continue buying it. So what is happening now at the moment? The price is giving us a very good opportunity to buy. So let me check the volumes around these areas. So what do I see here actually? So it's 5269. Yes. So this is the area with a largest open interest contracts here in this area, this support. Yeah. So what it is, the price will definitely get here. Well, I can't say definitely, but at least this area somewhere like plus minus, well, it will be like 5 pips or 10 pips, something like this. So around this area will be here, and it will be a very good buying opportunity. So it's very good buying opportunity. Why? We can place in this case, we will be able to place a very short stop losses. So very short stop loss, and the target is at the parity basically. So let me check the volume. 6. So yes, this level is 99006 is very kind of lots of again open interest contracts around this area. So it is possible that the price will break through this bounce of this one and go towards this level here. Then in case if it will be broken, the price will continue. So let me put it this way. In case if this level will be broken. Okay, so something like this. Then the price will move towards the parity. So at least. And this is the main area to watch. Okay, so that's something what can actually happen here. We just have to watch for it. What the market will tell us around the areas, you know. So this is the first one to watch, to buy. Then this is to have at least break even, so close half of the position or third of the position. It all depends on your money management rules, etc. Then here you definitely will have to close like half of what is left, just to make sure that you will kind of be in profit with all these kind of things. And then let me remove it. All right, and then you have to wait. Well, you have to trail basically your position. So you have to develop all these three things and know how to kind of do it and use them. All right. So what do I see next here? It's dollar yen. Let's have a look at what is actually happening and what is my analysis is telling me. All right. Frankie is up. Dollar yen. Dollar yen, okay, does tell me that the price have more chances of going down. Well, as we can see, it's almost, well, my analysis has been worked here. So let me check the volume around these levels here. So we do have lots of volume around 2, 3, 5, 6, no, 105. Just a sec. One oh six two nine 106. Well, actually, this level can be triggered. So the price can go up towards this level. Not something what I like here. So even towards this one, and then we have to watch all the levels on the way. So 105716. Yes, so one of these two levels will be triggered. Okay, I guess it will happen during the US overlap session. So, and we'll be able to sell it from off this level here or this one. So it might happen today, might not. But this is something to wait for and to expect. At least it's numbers game. All right. Okay. We basically, regarding the numbers, what I want to tell you, well, I mean, The analysis itself can be wrong always. I mean, it doesn't matter who is using it, who is trading it. It can be me, it can be machine, it can be other person or other, let's say, constitutional analytical organization or something like this. So everyone can be wrong. Anyone can be wrong in the market. But what it is, well, basically, when you are developing your approach and when you can actually develop it this way that you will never miss a thing there. So what I mean by that, sometimes when we do make mistakes, well, sometimes we do make a wrong kind of let's say decisions because they're just simply wrong. It was a wrong approach, or well, the market has changed. Well, you see, I do have these points like review market conditions. What I mean by that, I mean that my analysis can be wrong, and in case if it is wrong, then I will review it. So that's good when analysis is wrong or when your approach is wrong. But when you are wrong because you forgot to see something on the chart or something like this is horrible. This is really something what just kills. Well, it used to kill me, and I found my kind of approach which doesn't let me to do it. So it just doesn't happening anymore. So that's it. So if something is wrong, it's due to my approach, and I have to kind of add something into it, probably recount something there. So it makes it always steady. And every single new thing I kind of found by myself, or I saw it somewhere, I saw that someone has been using it or something like this, you know, I'm just applying it to my approach, adding it to there, and I'm sure that I will never forget about it because it will be counted for me. So, okay, so yen, do you expect it to go down? Well, it already goes down. We do see some sort of support here. So for a few hours, we might go up now, and it will be a very good area to sell. So the first one is 1056. So I would say this area here. So of course, it is possible that the price will continue its up movement to trigger all these, you know, stop losses. But we just have to watch a price action, follow it. Always follow what the market is telling you, not what you think or what someone else thinks or some kind of theory or something. Just do what the market is telling you to do. Find yourself approach. All right. Okay, something I don't want to look at because I've closed my position already there. But let's do it together. Was I right or was I wrong? I was right. That's good. That's good to know that I was right, closing this position, at least for now. So, okay, so what do we see here? Finally, this level has been triggered a lot yesterday, and I was able to do a sell here, basically. So what I did, I have been waiting for this candle to form. So first minute was closed. We did see all this mess here. Then I've been waiting for a couple of more minutes as a, well, that's basically my rule. And on a minute chart, so let me switch to 1 minute. It's really hard to remember it all. So basically, okay. Okay, so that's it. Fine. And what did I do? All right, so what has actually happened here? So I wanted to sell it around this area here, as you can see. So that's something I really wanted to do. So the news came out here, it's 9 o'clock, it did go up, but then it has formed this kind of reversal opportunity on 1 minute chart? Well, basically, the only time to trade 1 minute chart is only during the news. So two ways of trading news. You have to follow the price, or you have to listen what the kind of, well, it was Fed basically yesterday, what the Fed is telling. So, or something, you have to listen for a squawk box if you're paying for it, or if you don't have it, then you have to follow the, how can I say, then you have to follow the price action, whatever you call it, follow price. So okay, so what I did here, so I did see have a level of these highs here, as you can see. So I'll remove it and just place it for you here. So this level, and what I was watching, this area, well, as you know, we've been talking with some guys here at Dukascopy as well about using a limit orders instead of using breakout orders. So those of you who had a buy stop order here, sell stop order here, has all been collected with their stop losses. All of you guys, I'm sure, almost all of you. So what has happened here? Well, you've placed a buy stop, it was triggered, then the price did go down, triggered your stop loss. Okay, those of you who placed a sell stop here, you thought that you were right. Well, you were right, yes, but your stop loss was just about this area. So your sell stop was triggered, then your stop loss was triggered. That's it, you're out of the market. So what I do personally, I do wait for a price pattern. So here I did have a channel before this. My platform, unfortunately, is not on at the moment, so I'm not able to show you all these, you know, arrows, etc. But that's fine. So I'll just tell you and explain what has happened here, and with my mistakes as well. So because I did make mistakes, some of them. So okay, so what I saw here, I saw a reversal opportunity here, and I've decided to place a limit order just a little bit above this closing candle. So I just placed a limit order. It has been triggered. My stop loss was just above here. So my stop loss was quite huge, actually. For me, it was like, let's say 30 pips. Yes, so it was a lot. Well, no, it was 30 pips for me. So, and for me, it was a pain to wait till will it happen or not. But I guess that for you guys, for those of you who were trading breakouts, your stop loss was about 40 pips, so 10 pips more. I'm a winner. All right. So what I want to say that this combination works, well, does have much more chances to work than breakouts. But it doesn't always happen. So sometimes just market is just jumping in one direction. Another thing, what I'm sure has happened as well, is that slippage has been there as well. Slippage occurred. It's everywhere. It's like, that's fine. So you probably lost even more than that. Well, hopefully not, but at least. So what I did, I opened here, and that's where I've closed. I've closed it just before the webinar today. So just around these levels here. So just at the low, so have made some pips. Not as much as I wanted though, but at least something. Let me switch to 15 minutes. Okay, so $102 pips, which is not bad. All right. Fine. So the price now is going to give us some sort of correction, to show us some sort of correction. We might trigger this level one more time. Again, I'm trading this dollar Mexican, and I want it to short. I want to short it just because on a weekly chart, we do have a very, very good selling opportunity on a weekly chart. So I might be wrong, and a general direction of this instrument is up as far as I know. Okay, it is. Ah, no, 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 no. Now it's down. That's it. So now we have all the kind of favors in a short direction. So what am I going to do now? I will wait till this area is triggered, and then I will try to sell it around here. So I guess it will happen during the overlap with US. And then our target will be brilliant actually here. So let me tell you the volume around support areas. Well, 17.1 here. 0940, well, 17.1. So in case of the price will break through this level here, so that's the first target. So that's opportunity to get. It's about well, a lot. Don't want to talk about it. It's better not to miss it, basically. So that's something what we can expect here. Might be wrong, of course. But that's something what I see at the moment is happening. All right, so let me something like this here. Okay, so what? Well, Mexican was a good one. So that saved me yesterday and made me some money on top of my losing traders as well. So risk reward ratio is working, first of all. Then you don't have to worry about it too much when the market is slow. And you always have to see how much you are always able to take home. So, for example, if you are counting your position, of course, when you're counting your position, so your entry always have to be positive in risk reward. So it cannot be negative. If it's negative, it's wrong. So don't trade it. That's it. You don't have a trade. You don't have a trading setup, even though if you are having a mistake. So just don't trade it. Okay. So first of all, what you have to think when you are opening a trade, leaving a limit order, stop order, whatever, it has to be a well-weighted trade and your risk reward must be counted at this point. Then what you have to do, then you have to do all the, then you have to use all the other, how can I say, rules basically of your risk management approach. So you must be able to trail, you must know where to close half of the position, what to wait for from the market to close it earlier, then how to move stop losses, when to move stop loss, shall you kind of take profits or not. So these are all the things you have to think about when you're trading. Okay, now let's go to something where I actually lost yesterday. No. Let's have a look at gold. So gold is left. Okay, gold. So what do I see here with gold? Yes, that's something what I do actually expect here. As you can see, it does seems to be right. So I do have a direction towards up. So more chances of being for long signals to be successful. We do have lots of volume around this area actually. So 143 0.52. Just a second. Just a second. Okay, and just Okay, so that's what is actually happening here. So I do expect the price to go down quite a lot, to be honest. So you might actually use it as a selling entry, but I don't like to trade against the trend. So the price can possibly go towards these areas here, which is 133 basically. So, and then it will bounce off here and continue its up movement. Just a second. Yes, this area can be actually triggered, this one. Okay. So if you want, you can try, of course, with the break-even target here and then final target for this move around this area, but that's not something what I will do. Okay, so I will wait for a retracement here. I don't really care if I won't get into trade. So, okay, and again, if we have a few levels around this area, so in case if this level 1346 will be broken, so it will be noisy here, I believe, then our next target will be 1365, which is a good opportunity to make some money. And after yesterday, we do see some sort of direction on the market, which is good for us. Well, at least we know where to trade to. Okay, so now let's have a look at what I did wrong yesterday. So I had two actually mistakes. I had one profitable trade. I hate, well, it wasn't a mistake. I was trading my system. It just happened this way. So, and finally, my system did show me a profit. So again, let's go to Eurodollar. All right, so Eurodollar is here. Let me switch to 1 minute chart again. Okay. Okay. Here comes the lines. All right, so what has happened here? So I have been watching the levels. Well, I'm not going to show the levels I've been watching to, because I'll have to switch then to a higher time frame, and again it will take some time to kind of switch it back and forth. All right, so what I did here. So as you all know, what I'm waiting is I'm always waiting for a, yeah, that's where it was. I thought that something is wrong. So always have to watch the numbers here. Here we go. All right, 9 o'clock. All right. So what has happened around this area? So the price, well, it's typical what I do when I trade news. So first of all, I'm waiting for first minute to close, then three minutes after. So first minute was closed. It's this one. So let me make it bigger. Then I'm waiting for 3 other minutes, first, second, third minute was closed below this level here, and I've decided to sell it using a limit order actually. So I've placed a limit order just above the closing price here, so just around here, and it was almost straight away triggered. And I have made some pips here, and I've closed this trade with like 3 or 4 pips profit. So why did I do it? Because I normally don't expect when this kind of pattern is happening. So let me make it a bit bigger that you can actually clearly see what I mean. Okay, so when this kind of pattern, these 2 candles, first candle, second candle, happens, so when I'm opening and I'm entering the position here, then I'm expecting after the short candle, so it's kind of reversal pattern without any, and my stop loss was just here. Okay, so I've been expecting this price to trigger So with this candle, I have expected to kind of enter the market. So I've placed in the just around here, limit entry order. It has been triggered. I've made some, how can you say, pips, so 2 or 3, but then I saw this candle here. So the price went up again. So I thought, all right, guys, not something what I was expected, and I just switched off the trade. So I closed it. Did make like a couple of pips, but then I saw this kind of confirmation of down movement. So this is not something what I usually do, but when there is no news actually, as it was yesterday, so the price can actually go into any direction. And I still had this level here on the place, so I've decided what to do. I've decided to again do a market order. I've entered the market, short stop loss. It was just above basically, well, this candle, I thought that it will continue just simply down move and will break through this level here. It didn't happen. My stop loss was triggered. So stop loss was triggered actually, well, it was just above this candle here, not even here. So I don't prefer to, especially during the news, I don't like to trade a huge stop losses. Otherwise it's just, if you are using huge stop loss, it doesn't make any sense, because you are just, well, what can I say? Well, you are probably making profit, but this profit is not making your account basically bigger, or just a very little bit. So that's something I don't really like to do. So that was a kind of 2 trades on euro. So first limit order was here. So it has been triggered. I've made some 2 or 3 points, something like this. So I've decided just simply to close this trade and forget, because I thought that the price will possibly continue just up movements right away. It didn't. It's closed below. It's 1 minute chart. So probably it was one of these times when it was better to use a 5-minute chart during the news. But again, we never know. You must have your approach and trade it. That's it. That's all what you have to do with it. So that was basically happened. And then let's go to New Zealand. So my stop loss was short. It was triggered. Was I right? I was right, definitely, because the price did go up much further. So if I didn't have a short stop loss, my stop loss would be triggered anyway, and I would lose much more. No point of doing it at all. Now you see, and I guess that, this situation and any other situation is in my is confirming my words. All right, so let's switch to New Zealand, my second mistake, basically. So I've done 4 trades yesterday. 2 of them were profitable. 1 was just break even, I would say. Another one gave me a profit. 2 like negative trades. I told you 1 here, and another one was New Zealand, about the same situation. Are we in the same kind of... Okay. Well, actually, it's just like a copy, I would say. Okay, so what do I have here? So we did have a news trade, first candle, yes, 9 o'clock. Then we had first, second, third candle. Well, I didn't like, in this case, I didn't like that the price was closed above this level here. And it didn't trigger this level also. So I thought that it might be a signal that the price will go up. Then I waited, because I'm always saying to you 3 to 5 candles. That's something what I wait. So I have waited for another candle to form. It has been closed below this level here. And I thought that, well, due to this candle, we might have a very good continuation. Well, it's normally happening this way. And we might have a very good kind of continuation, down move continuation, sort of. So what I have placed, I just above this close here. So when it was closed, just above it, to make sure that I will kind of take the best, price possible at that situation. Sorry, I have 1 minute left. All right, I'm wrapping up. So basically what has happened, my profit was triggered, and my stop loss was just above this level here. So it was triggered. Well, possibly I would be able to close it with a better price here, but again, that's all right. It was a very short stop loss, and the stop loss was definitely right, as you can see here. Okay, guys, so have a good trade. Always think about how you trade, what you do, and do it. That's the main thing. Trade your trading approach. Use your analysis. If you can't do analysis, proper analysis, use someone else's analysis. Develop the approach, how to use the analysis and how to trade it. Okay, so that's something what you have to do. But trading approach in trading is much more important than anything else. So that's something what you have to master first, and then you can kind of add on some knowledge about news, knowledge about politics, economics, etc., etc., etc. It all will help about analysis, technical analysis, fundamental analysis, etc. All right, guys, have a great day today. Hope you will, well, at least if you lost something yesterday, then you will be able to cover it all today. And I really hope that you will kind of finish this week and this day with a happy face at least. Okay, guys, so have a good one. Have a great day. I'll see you later on. And thank you all for being here. Bye-bye.